Hello, my name is Cyro. My pronouns are he, they, and I'm a drag king / thing. Outside of drag, my name is Leah. My pronouns are they, them, and I am a trans masc, non-binary, Afro-Persian writer, singer, and performer. Non-binary to me it's just an umbrella term, really. So there's so many things under that non-binary umbrella. But essentially what non-binary means is not the binary. So I am not a man, I do not identify as a man, and I do not identify as a woman. But for me and how that lives in my body, there are both of those things in me as well. I am outside of the binary, but my womanhood and my manhood are in me and exist simultaneously. Non-binary now for me feels very ancestral, it feels very ancient, and it feels very grounded. And I think learning more about my cultures, where I come from, my history and ancestors pre-colonization and pre-Christianity is really interesting, because actually I'm Middle Eastern and Black, Caribbean, African. Both my gender, non-binary people, trans people, queerness has existed pre-colonization, and it was colonization that stripped that and made us live within these binaries because it was more civilized. And that was the whole thing. So learning about that, and I need to learn more, and everyone should educate themselves and learn more about where actually feminism came from, where civilized society and colonization brought us. It was about, one of the things was that they would say that they couldn't tell the gender between indigenous people. That was uncivilized. I don't feel uncivilized. I feel so connected to who I am and my roots. So my non-binariness is rooted in that. It's not rooted in a Western view of it, and I don't feel I need to prove myself in a country, in a society that has always torn who I am down and tried to literally erase my history. But it lives in me, I know it does. So my gender and my fluidity and non-binariness and transness is in that. I feel so grounded in it, and it's nice to feel that there's something ancient in that transness and non-binariness, because I think people talk about it as if it's this new thing, and when you're talking about a new thing, you feel you have to defend it. I will defend other people, I'll defend my community, I'll defend myself, but I don't need to explain myself to someone that can't even grasp the concept of how expansive and wide I am. I was talking to some very dear people that I love about being trans, and how sometimes I think cis people feel the need to feel like sympathetic or feel sorry for trans people, and I don't feel sorry at all. If anything, I feel sorry for cis people, because the world that I get to live and the reality that we know, we're constantly evolving and constantly growing, and because of the society we live in and because of the fights we have to go through, it means that our knowledge of who we are and what we're capable of is so much bigger, is so much more expansive. I don't feel sorry at all for trans people, non-binary people. I feel sorry for cis people, because I get to re-engage with myself and check in with myself all the time, because I have to fight for who I am, and it makes it very special. We can learn so much from non-binary people. I think in just what I discussed, the way that you can expand, you are so much more than a gender binary that's placed on you by society. You can do so much more than you even know. There's so many parts of yourself that you're not allowing access to. And once you open those parts of yourself up, the world is just so much more beautiful. The phrase gender euphoria, to me, sometimes it's rooted in people and places and communities. Sometimes it's in just catching myself in a photo and going, oh, I actually look like myself there. Or someone taking a picture of me and I see myself in it. Whether or not there are parts of my body that I would like to be different. Gender euphoria is care. Like, I had my first gender identity clinic appointment the other day, and knowing that I'm now on the road to having healthcare for trans people, for me, was gender euphoric. To know that I am actually going to get the care that I need, and everyone deserves that. Gender euphoria is being able to live authentically and freely, and it can pop up in your clothes, it can pop up in pictures, it can pop up in people and a place or a feeling or a song. It can be anywhere and everywhere, and I hope that I get to have it more, because it's the most wonderful thing. I feel most liberated when I am with my community, in all honesty, with my friends and my loved ones and my chosen family, in the sun, having a little bevy usually, and just appreciating the world that we have too, that we own too, feeling that safety in each other. The way my makeup relates to my gender identity is really different in different places. So in drag, it's a very specific face that I put on, and that's a very like kind of, I think, base level like understanding of, okay, this person is putting on a mask face, and so I'm seen that way mostly. The way I use makeup in the band is is more punky, like bright, kind of almost war paint, like there's a different energy with it. Then the makeup I use is Leah, in all honesty, varies, and it's something I'm learning. What do I want to look like? Where do I want to feel masked? Where am I contouring? Where am I putting in a chiseled place? And where am I expressing? And when I'm going to a place where that gender expression is freely accepted, I'll put on more. But I'm finding ways to fit my face into a makeup that I might want to wear every day, or maybe when I go out. But it's hard because when I'm a creative in a lot of different elements, my makeup is used in a very different way. And then for myself, it just takes more time and care. I'm still learning my face. But it's just another part of me that I need to explore, which is lovely. My statement look is probably my tash. I do have a moustache, but it's very fine. So I just draw over it. But the problem is my top lip sweats. So if there's a way of figuring that out, that would be lovely. But it's like my moustache and then probably eyeliner and eyes. I like quite a, I guess, femme, in quotation marks, eye look. I've got almond eyes. I like to accentuate my like Middle Eastern eye shape, and that part of like that. It's more about my expressing and celebrating that. And then I like a little moustache, and I feel I'm ready to go. I also do a little beauty mark on my face when I do drag, so that's a little statement as well. I'd just like to say to non-binary people watching, never stop expanding. Like, we are not in the binary. We are in another realm. We are living in another place where we get to explore our gender identity constantly. Let yourself continue to expand, and we're always going to surprise ourselves. And we're just getting stronger and bigger and more connected. So find your support groups, support other people, pass on the knowledge that someone gave to you when you came out. That's all we can do with each other, is pass on that knowledge. And it's sacred and it's ours. Big love to all my non-binary siblings, and I hope you've enjoyed this little video.